If this is your first time watching one of these videos, hi, my name is Crystal, and these videos are my response to a study called Weight Loss Bootcamp from Setting Captives Free. This is a free online study, and it is linked below. I would love it if you would join me on this journey if you struggle with overeating. Today's lesson is lesson number 29. Warring Against the Flesh Review. This death to sin and self is followed by resurrection to a new life, where we enjoy new hearts and new desires. As God changes our hearts at the cross, we begin to live differently in regard to our eating and exercise habits. We plug into the power of the Holy Spirit, who helps us to not gratify the desires of our flesh. When we war against the flesh, like David, we must inquire of the Lord for a battle plan specific to our situation. Those who are victorious in the war against the flesh will have knelt at the foot of the cross and come to the throne of grace in prayer frequently. And as they pray God's words back to Him, He gives them a very specific plan. God gives us the sign of the cross to assure us that the battle will be won. We have assurance of victory. Romans 8:31. What then shall we say in response to these things? If God is for us, who can be against us? When we know we will win, the battle is much easier to fight. I want to talk a little bit about challenging times and our battle plans for those challenging times. I am leaving in a few days on a cruise, on a vacation. And in the past, when I would go on a cruise or on vacation, I would just eat whatever I wanted. I would decide that, you know what, this is special, I'm going to just eat whatever I want. So I would sort of take those days back. But we talked about earlier in one of the lessons that I'm going with the mantra, every day belongs to the Lord. So even my vacation days belong to the Lord. Even my cruise days belong to the Lord. So I'm not going to take those days back. I'm going to let God keep them. I'm going to let those days be God's days. And I'm going to seek Him for my battle plan while I'm on my trip. So that may be 3 meals a day instead of 2. It may be, desserts and snacks occasionally. But I also know it's going to include a whole lot of walking and a lot more exercise. So God will work me through that. He's going to help me to strategize every single day and know exactly what I should be eating and what I shouldn't be eating. Now, everybody's battle plan is going to be different. Let me give you my sister as an example. About a year and a couple months ago, I went on a cruise to the Mediterranean with my sisters. This was one of the sisters, the one that I'm talking about, she had retired from being a kindergarten teacher. And so this was her big retirement trip. Well, she had gone through this program as well as I had, and she had inquired of the Lord and had long conversations and talks with the Lord. And for her, this was truly a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I travel a lot. So for me, travel is not a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I travel frequently. For her, this was very, very special. And so she had, like I said, talked to the Lord and come up with a battle plan, and that she was going to enjoy the food on the cruise ship. She was going to enjoy the food in these, European ports of call where there were things that you can't get anywhere else in the world. And she was she was prepared to enjoy it. And she wasn't going to worry about it. And, she did. That's what she did. And honestly, she ate a lot of food. And I was like, okay. And she said, I have talked to God about this. God and I have a plan. And so, her plan was that she was going to appreciate and enjoy everything. And, she is still very faithful to this plan and continues to do very, very well. That 1 week did not derail her. So your plan from God may be, okay, this is a special occasion. Enjoy what's being presented to you. That's between you and God. Everybody's different. Everybody has a different circumstance. Everybody has a different situation. And that is the wonderful thing about going to God with this, because He is going to one-on-one deal with me and deal with my situation and what I need. And there's not a diet plan out there that does that. Not a one. This is something specifically tailored for you and you alone. Thank you so much. You have a great evening.